All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is
Hello.
Bridget Aguirre, and welcome back, you guys, to the Confidence is Beautiful Summit. We have another amazing expert today. Today is our bonus day for you guys. We have Desiree Kipner with us, and she is actually joining us from Germany. Welcome, Desiree. Thank you for being here.
Hi.
And you are a transformation designer. I really love that title
Exactly.
because I really think it encapsulates like what you represent and how you help women. And that is really through self-expression, through a creative self-expression. And you have TikTok and Instagram. And you guys, if you go to her social media and you watch her, you will understand what I mean about creative expression and how she helps women kind of get out of their shells and be who they are and not really be afraid, right, of who they are, but just get
Exactly.
out there. And I think you help women become a little bit brave in doing that. So I would love for you to, just explain what do you do? How do you help women? What do you focus on in getting them to come out of their shells?
Yeah. So first of all, good afternoon from Germany. It's like in the afternoon at my time zone. And thank you for having me here. And yeah, so my world is really all about making you more confident and stepping into your creative expression, as you totally said it right. So, what I'm really focusing on is I deeply believe that we all have like some form of creative expression, especially when we're younger. But during the time and all the stuff that life just throws in our way, we just sometimes forget and we also lose a connection to our own creative expression. And this looks like different and unique to everybody.
Right.
So also like realigning and getting in tune again with those inner desires that you have that had to come out of you, that you can really feel like yourself again.
Mm.
So really not teaching something new, but really looking where do we have to make some moves to get the things out of somebody that is already there, because you can
Wow.
see it
Yeah.
in people. So basically, I can see it in people, and there are so many talented people out there,
Mhm.
and they just don't know how to access all those gifts that they can like then express themselves in a way that feels also good to them, and use this to really level up in their own life, really be who they are, embody who they are, not being afraid of really being bold and doing the things they want to do for themselves.
Right, right. Not be
Yeah.
afraid of what other people think,
That's
how
one
they
of the
may
biggest
react.
issues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's
That's what
also,
confidence is about, right? Confidence is about like you're
yeah,
okay with who you are.
yeah. And it's like one of my favorite phrases. It's always, it is safe to be you. And this is like a real big thing
Yeah.
because I had to deal with that with myself on my own journey. So I'm always also only giving like advice and guidance to the people which I really went through myself. So this is like important to me. This is an experience that I already had for me, so I can really give them the tools to just make these little course corrections and how they can access the tools that are already inside of them. This is not about learning like you will learn like something new, but you also will just learn how to access the things that are already inside of you.
Yeah. Yeah. That we're born with, and we're all born with something unique. We're all born with
Yeah,
talents and gifts. And
yeah,
like you said, it's like you forget. It's like, like you put your kids in ballet or you do these things for your kids, and then so they learn, that a little bit of that, or they'll
yeah,
color or whatever. But yeah, you're right. Like
yeah,
as we grow up, we just forget. We get so caught up in seriousness of life, right? And then get caught up in the roles that we have to play in
exactly.
society. And so, how cool would that be? Like, do you help people or do you help women like learn how to incorporate that into just their daily life, into, you know,
Yeah.
their walk, whatever that may be, as a mom, as a wife, as, I'm at work. Like, do you help them kind of come out of that, like no matter where they are in life, basically, right?
Yeah,
They don't have to do it
exactly. No,
behind
no,
closed door.
no, no. This is exactly the thing. You have to, when you learn something new for yourself, I really, again, out of my own experience, you need something that you can integrate
Yeah.
immediately so that you are not only like soaking in more information. This is like the death to creativity at some point. When you
Yes.
like go out there and search for tools how you can like liberate yourself, set yourself free in these special areas, and it's not dependent on in which like area of your life you are right now, whether you already have like a family or you have like grown up kids. It is just that you are aware of that is something inside of you that you are still not living.
Yeah.
There's just something hidden, and yeah, of course, that they can practice in their day-to-day basis, and then yeah, just let it
Yeah.
all out.
Let it all out. So, what would you want someone to take away today that they can start to apply to their life to kind of tap into what's inside of them and find that?
You could really like use your own, I mean, you when you take a second, really set yourself aside, or best of all, like go out in nature where you're just for yourself, like no distractions or whatever, and then just like go for a walk with yourself, and maybe ask yourself also, and already some things, okay, what am I missing?
Mm,
It's often about these missing those things. I know that there's something inside of me. I know that there is something. Why did I like love drawing when I was younger? And this
right.
is something that it is something that will like complete also the identity that you're evolving like in. And I hope I explain it right. So I'm not an English native speaker, but I'm doing my best.
Right, right.
So really ask yourself, how do you feel? What do you think that is missing? So really getting
Mm,
like a feeling for that. And also you can try to spot where this sits in your body as well. So
mm.
where is this like? Is it like the heart area, or is it like more the belly area? So this is something you can do to really start getting more in tune with yourself. But it's very important that you are not distracted by the outside.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
really set aside some time for yourself throughout the day. It has not to be long, but really sink into yourself and ask yourself, what is going on? Is there something I'm missing? Is there something I'm, yeah, not
Do
living yet?
you recommend like thinking about what they enjoyed in childhood? Like kind of going back to that and exploring that a little bit, trying to like remember things because some of us, kind of block a lot of things out or we just
Yeah.
don't think about it. And then when you really sit with yourself and start to think, what did I enjoy? And
Yeah.
like you brought up drawing, like some of us, like drawing is a good one. Like I used to love to sing
Hmm.
and I
Me
was
too.
in yeah. And maybe like thinking about how to incorporate more music into your life,
Yeah.
maybe that you forgot about.
Yeah.
Or like playing, I used to play with Barbies and that was kind of like my creative outlet, like dressing them up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took that and started to apply that like in real life, with my clothing and, like it's expression, right?
Ah, yeah,
And
sure.
maybe, yeah, tapping into that a little bit.
Definitely. So I know that there are also a lot of people are now in this case, especially women, that we at one point like had some issue that like made us lock away those passions as well. So like trauma wise or something just happened where you just like said to yourself, okay, this is like not the first priority now.
Right.
And
Right.
exactly where you are also like blocking this access to that creativity because there are some things that like standing in between you, because maybe also like remembering this time is not the best and also could be
Yes.
painful. But as
Yes.
I'm always going there from a very holistic angle and seeing like the bigger picture, this is nothing you have to be afraid of then, because this is also something you can work on. And especially when you have someone like on your side who knows how to deal with that and knows that this is like a layer that has to be removed for you to get access to all that creativity again.
Oh,
That
wow.
is like very powerful in the end because you then not only know how to get access and like use this as a skill for yourself, but also know in the end what has been holding you back for so long.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's great to have someone like you kind of help with that process, right? Because it
Yeah.
is scary.
It
It
is
is
scary.
scary.
It is
Yeah.
very scary. And it's also, I'm always like saying you have to be a little crazy to enter my world because it's like, it's unconventional and it's like, but it's,
Yeah.
I,
That's
I
what's
want,
so exciting about
I
it.
want to, I want to see people who they truly are. And this is like one of my gifts I had to work through to get access back then again, to really also stand for that, that I can see this in people. And then you just have to carve your way through that to get access to that again.
Yeah. And to your point, like I think because you do it and you do it in an unconventional way, right?
Yeah,
That's very inspirational. That like gets people thinking, wow, like
I hope so.
is something like that possibly in me? It's exciting, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you feel more comfortable seeing other people doing it.
yeah,
And that actually helps jar things in yourself, right?
yeah.
When you see it. So I love unconventional. I love crazy. That's why you're
That's
here,
why we're here.
right? Yes, that's why we're all here.
Perfect. This is so good. I love
'Cause
it.
and you know what? We all can help each other, right? We can all
Yeah,
inspire each other to become more confident in different
yeah,
ways. Because I think the confidence journey, it's like lifelong. I don't
yeah,
think you're ever fully 100% confident in every area of your life, right? So these are little steps
yeah.
that we take. Yeah,
Exactly. And it's like a day by day practice. And it's some
it
days
is.
you're like at 10%, at others you feel like 90%. And yet this is like it's like
Totally.
that's just life. But I want also people to enjoy this experience while we're here. This all sometimes feels so
Oh,
heavy. This like all with the shit that is put on you and
I
like all
know.
the expectations. And I want to see people really enjoying and delighting in their own experience and like really seeing this as the adventure that it is to be here.
Wow. Yeah, life is too short, right?
It's way too short to
And to take it
worry
this
and
serious. Yeah.
yeah,
Even with
definitely.
everything going on that we have no control over, right? Like we
Yeah,
don't have control over what's happening around us, but we have
yeah,
control over what we
yeah,
do and how we are every day and just our being, right? Our way of life,
yeah.
our way of being. So yeah, it's like what can you do? What little things can you do that will help you maybe just shut that off a little bit, the world,
Yeah,
and these are the creative outlets like the painting,
exactly.
even coloring in a coloring book or a puzzle.
Yeah.
Just start to
This is
do
where
little
you will
things.
forget time. This is when you find yourself, wow, now I'm being like totally in that puzzle or whatever. And this is like when you guys out there then also go to my TikTok and Instagram, you will see that I'm doing all these things that I was missing for myself for so long. So I'm really all into now lyrics and poetry again because this was also something for me that was such an important way of expression. But I just had to hide it. I thought I had to hide it, and now I stopped doing that and just
And
put it
now
out
you get to
there.
show the world through social
Yeah,
media. How cool is that? And that's another like positive of being able to watch people like you on TikTok and Instagram. Like our world becomes smaller. We get
yeah,
to like experience other people in other countries. You're in
yeah,
Germany, other cultures and really
yeah.
learn from each other. So thank you for doing what you're doing, and being out there and showing us who you are.
Thank you. I really
Yeah,
enjoy
because it's
it.
actually it's actually, if we really take it for what it is, you're not hiding anything. It could be very healing to us.
Yeah,
If that makes any sense. Like,
it really does.
So I'm so thankful that I found you.
Thank you for putting yourself out there because we also met online and I saw your text and just had to respond to it and I thought, wow, this sounds cool.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
text her.
I love it. It's like we find each other, and you know what? We're all on this journey together, and that's what
Yes.
these connections are all about. And so
Yeah.
I hope you guys really find Desiree very inspirational, and you look her up and, get your wheels turning about, what are the things that may be missing from your life, like you explained, and really just start to have that quiet time with yourself. I like
Yeah.
that. I think we need more of that in our lives. Cut the noise out. Cut the
Yeah.
world out.
And this is like, I mean, nature is the best way to do that.
Yes. Yeah,
And this is like some picture I love to paint because I see it from the angle of everybody, every one of us is an art piece created by nature uniquely, and we should act like that.
that's beautiful. That's a beautiful way to end our conversation. And I know you have a free gift too, right? That you're giving the audience. If you want to just quickly talk about that.
So, as I said, I found my own passions again. So, I created like a little audio art piece for the people out there, which you can find on my link tree on my social medias, like on Instagram and TikTok. And there you will find me under Miss Courage. It's like courage, courage with a K.
Yes. Yeah.
So just look it up. This is like my whole thing on the social medias, and yeah, it should give you a little bit of that extra time where you can set aside for yourself, and yeah, guide you through a little experience
And
by
you are
audio.
very courageous. So thank you for that and inspiring us all to be more courageous too.
Thank you, Bridget.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. And we will see you again with another amazing expert. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys.